So, ayan, so welcome back to our discussions about Laravel framework. Ayan, so this is the introduction to Laravel framework. So last time we have already tackled PHP. Okay, so with that PHP, mas madali nating maintindihan itong ating lesson sa Laravel framework since base siya sa PHP. Okay? So, of course, napaka-importante na alam natin yung object-oriented programming. So we've been there nung tayo nasa JavaScript, and then we've touched a little bit na nandun tayo sa introduction to PHP, also yung sa object. So basically, yung OOP na yun has something to do with this MVC. So when we see MVC, it's a model view controller. Okay? So it's an acronym. Yeah, so that's the acronym for the model view controller. So it's an architecture that separates business logic from the rest of the user interface. Ayan. So para mas maintindihan natin, look at this picture. So as you can see, we have there the chef, and then we have this the what you call this one, the waiter, and these are the customers with their table also. Okay, so isipin ninyo, okay, with that analogy, okay, so isipin ninyo si chef is the model, okay, the waiter is the controller, at yung ating mismong mesa ay yung view, okay? So ano ibig sabihin nun? Pag sinabi nating model, okay, andyan yung mga data natin at mga logic. Okay, so kung paano tatakbo yung program natin. Okay? So that's basically the model. Okay, when we say controller naman, okay, it has something to do with parang siya yung waiter, okay, si chef nakapagluto na siya ng pansit, and then meron din drink. So hindi siya puwedeng kunin kaagad ni customer. Kasi ito ay isang hindi naman 'to self-service, meron tayong waiter there. So si waiter yung controller natin kasi siya yung magbibigay ng mga food depende doon sa expression or condition kung yun yung order ng mga customer. So that's the controller. So from the root word na control, lahat ng mga data na nanggagaling kay model, bago niya i-render doon sa mga customer ay dapat ma-check kung nami-meet yung na-meet yung conditions, okay? Ayan. Then sa view naman, kapag nilapag mo na yung pagkain doon sa table ng mga customer, then yun na yung tinatawag nating view kasi nakahain na sa kanila kung ano yung gusto nilang data. Okay, based doon sa na-process ng controller pabalik at pagkuha doon sa ating model na si chef. Okay, so yan lang yung ating model view controller. Ayan. So, mas maintindihan pa natin yan later on. Okay? Ngayon, okay, so isa sa mga hindi ko nabanggit dito is the Laravel. What is Laravel nga ba? Okay, si Laravel kasi ay isang framework. So, i-fire up natin dito, basically. Okay, so hanapin natin dito Laravel. Okay, Laravel. Ayan, Laravel. Ayan. So, basically, si Laravel ay PHP framework. Okay? So, it's a web application framework with expressive, elegant syntax. Okay? Ayan. So, you will enjoy writing code for this because of the beauty and clean code. Ayan. So, as you can see, it consumes PHP language, and andyan na yung object na tinatawag natin or the OOP, andyan na siya. Okay? So may mga accessing the methods, mga ganyan. Okay? And sabi naman dito, one framework, many flavors. So you can actually use this Laravel together with React, ano pa ba, Vue.js, ayan. So, and others. Ayan. So, it empowers your front end, by the way. So, si Laravel ay magso-serve siya na back end API. Okay? and everything you need to be amazing. So out of the box, Laravel has elegant solutions for common features needed by all modern web applications. So it starts to start building amazing application. Stop wasting time searching for packages and reinventing the wheel. So may mga middlewares dyan, authentications and others. So ano yan, mapag-aaralan nyo yan. Okay? Ayan. So especially yung database, Eloquent, ayan. Okay? Ayan. So if in case na you need more about this lesson, then basically you can just head to the documentation. Ayan, and so on and so forth. So, syempre, ang pinakauna yung titiran palagi dito is the documentation. Okay? So, ito yung documentation natin. Okay? And for this lesson kasi, we will be consuming Laravel 10. Ayan. Okay, so although it's old version, okay, mas maraming support kasi kakalabas pa ni Laravel 11. Ayan. So in short magandang playground si Laravel 10 because para at least later on after na mag-end yung support ng Laravel 10 sa February 2025, okay, so may almost 1 year pa, alam nyo din or kaya nyo din mag-transition sa susunod na version. But again, yung gagamitin kong technique dito is madaling mag-migrate. Okay, so nung tinuro ko to, we've been to Laravel 9 and then Laravel 10, and compatible naman yung mga ginamit ko na syntaxes. Okay? So, kung may mga changes, then basically, tingnan lang natin doon sa ating, what you call this one, sa ating version. So, for this one, version 10, because 8.1 kasi yung nakikita kong most na web hosting na supported nila yung ah, version 8.1 ng PHP yung parang ah, talamak diyan sa mga web hosting lalo pag free. But if you would like to use the 8.2, which 'yun, kung ano yung gamit ngayon ng current, then basically you have to pay for the web hosting of that. So for the meantime, since supported naman ang ating Laravel 10 until February 2025, then basically ito yung gagamitin natin. Okay? So ayun. So dito yung ating pupuntahan sa version 10. Okay? So before tayo magpunta dyan, syempre balikan natin si PowerPoint natin. So sa installation, okay. So ito lang yung mga steps natin. First, you should install first the Composer. So pupunta kayo sa composer.com, okay? So for example dito, so I guess we can start doing the installation first before we head back to the slide. Ayan, nabubul ako. So install first the Composer. So, hanapin natin si installation dito. So, sa documentation to ha. Ayan, sa installation, click ko na siya. So, here, hanapin natin yung creating a Laravel project. Ayan. So, it says here, make sure that your local machine has PHP. Yes, we have already the PHP kasi meron tayong Laragon. So, in my case, I'm using Laragon at kapag chinek ko yung PHP ko, I'm using 8.1. Okay? Ayan. So, yan yung gagamitin natin. Okay? Ayan. So, next is, it says here that you need a composer installed. So, we have to click on this. Ayan. So, pagka-click natin, just head to getting started. And then, dyan makikita nyo yung installation. So, here, installation windows. So, says here the easiest way to get Composer set up on your machine is to download the Composer setup. So in my case, I already downloaded this Composer. So kung titingnan natin dun sa downloads ko, I already have that one here. Ayun na siya. Asan na? Ayun. So, after you download, then basically, ayan. So, let's say na-download nyo na siya. So, i-double click lang natin yan. And you have the selection if whether if it is going to be installed for all the users of your system. If that is the case, then basically, you just click on that and then click yes. So, may lumabas doon na pop-up. So, maaring hindi siya nakita. Okay, so a pop-up. So, yes lang yung sagot doon. And then here, of course, para meron tayong installer, so I will not check the developer mode. Okay, so just click next here. So, wala tayong chinek doon. And then here, kung sakaling nakalagay dyan is 8.0, you can just simply browse doon sa inyong Laragon. So, Drive C, Laragon, doon sa may part ng, I guess, sa bin, sa PHP. Ayan. So, kung marami kayong versions, then just head into the pinaka, yung swak doon sa 10.0 na Laravel. So, 8.1 kasi ang gamit eh. So, you just choose the php.exe. Ayan yun. And then you just click open. Pero kung nakalagay naman na dyan, then you don't have to change. So, just make sure na 8.1 yan. Kasi yun yung gamit natin sa Laravel 10. Okay? Click next. Ayan. Then next ulit. Then basically, uh, you will just install this. Okay? Install lang. Okay? So pag in-install natin, ayan. So sa akin na-install ko na siya kanina eh. Okay? So I'll just let the script install that one. Okay. So ayan, finish. So click finish lang natin. Then we're all good. Okay? The next is we will now install the Laravel. Okay? Ayan. So ito yung bumalik ako dito. So, gagawin ko is I will just minimize ng konti ito. So, dito niraran ko lang MySQL kasi meron namang server si Laravel. So, hindi ko na kailangang i-start si PHP. Pero makiki-consume siya ng files ng Laragon, of course. So, punta tayo syempre dun sa favorite natin playground sa Laragon. So, under WW, so, dito nag-create ako ng Laravel sites. So, dito ako gagawa ng mga projects ng Laravel. Okay? So, it says there that ito yung susunod. We create the Laravel, then we will go to the directory, then we will serve the page. Ayan. So, let's head to that instructions. So, here, show, then share ko lang. Ayan. So, in my case, I'll just copy this one. Ayan. I-copy natin to. And paste. Ayan. Okay. Ngayon, ang papalitan lang natin dito is ito. Okay. Yung example app, gagawin ko na lang siya sigurong ano, Laravel 1. Okay. Dash 1. Okay, app 1 na lang siya. Dash app 1. Ayan. Okay. So, yan yung ipapangalan ko. Okay, so enter ko lang. Ayan, so nag-create na ng folder ngayon yung aking JetBash. Ayan, ayun. Ayan, so dapat almost similar siya dito sa output ko yung inyong ginawa. Okay? Ayan, so sobrang dami niyan. Okay? Then after that is pupunta tayo doon sa mismong ating what you call this one, ating directory. So here, I'll just ano, cd, okay, example app. Example app, hindi. Yung yung pangalan ng application natin which is, ano na yung pangalan niya? Laravel app 1. Ayan. Okay. And then code that lang natin. So, ayan. So, ito yung ating Laravel app. Okay? So, once na nandiyan na tayo sa loob. So, mamaya ko muna explain lahat. So, i-run ko muna siya. So, here, click on git bash. And then, after that is PHP artisan serve. Ayan. Yan yung kailangan natin. Okay? Ayan. May gusto din ako idagdag dito yung IDE helper. Okay? So, let me check. I guess later ko na lang siya but for the meantime, I'll just I'll just serve this application para makita niyo yung itsura niya. Okay? So, enter natin. Ayan, so 8,000 yung ating location or yung URL. Ayan. So, as you can see, ayan siya. Ito na yung ating site. Okay, 1,278,000 siya. Okay? Ayan. Okay, so live and it's 10.48 and 8.1 ang kanyang PHP. Ayan. Okay. So I guess working na yung ating page. Okay. Now, head back tayo doon sa ating PowerPoint. Okay? Ayan. So next is we have here of course, the artisan. Ano nga ba si artisan? Okay? So it's the command line interface included with Laravel. So it will provide you a number of helpful commands that can assist you while you build your application. Ayun. Okay? So ito yung ating documentation. So you just head to that page and then you'll see lots of mga diyan, what you call this one? Mga commands. Ayan. So you just browse in kung paano sila gamitin. Okay, for example, Breeze, ayan. So pwede niyo tignan 'yan. Okay? Ayan. So i-check niyo lang. Okay? Just in case you like to to what you call use this commands. Okay? And so artisan ang gamit natin. So kadalasan ginagamit natin diyan is yung make. Ayan. Ayan. So dito gagamitin natin 'yan palagi. Then yung serve syempre. Okay? And others. Okay? Ayan. So next is we have the folder and file structure. So i-check natin. Okay. So i-minimize ko lang ng konti para makita nyo. Okay. Ayan. So I guess this is fine. Ayan. Okay. So, number one, so ito yung mga folder structures natin nakikita niya, no? So, ayan. So, number one, we have the app. So, it's the core code of your application. So, andito yung mga kadalasang nira-write natin, especially the controllers and models. So, HTTP, andyan yung controllers natin. Ito yung kadalasang nilalaro natin. Diyan tayo nagdadagdag ng mga pang pang control doon sa isa-serve na mga data and other things, okay? And then sa middleware, ayan, so nakalagay diyan yung ating mga pang-authenticate, okay? Kasi kadalasan kung meron ka ng controller, okay, kung may controller ka, usually nagra-write pa tayo ng mga conditions and diyan natin nilalagay sa middle para madali natin siyang i-edit and pwede natin i-reuse sa iba't ibang controller pa. Okay? Ayan. Okay, siyempre kapag may middleware ka, you have also so called this one, the kernel. Okay, so diyan nakalagay yung ating mga what you call this one, mga middleware aliases. Ayan, so diyan natin siya ina-access. Okay? So yan yung app. Okay? So, yan yung kadalasan laman niya. And another is we have the models. Ayan. Ayan. So, for example, ito, yan yung example ng model natin. So, parang ang hirap intindihin but later on, madadigest nyo rin yan. So, okay? So, for the meantime, I'll just show you na andito yung models directory. Okay? The next is we have the bootstrap. Okay? So, bootstrap naman contains the app.php. Okay? Which bootstraps the framework. Ayan. So, ito yun. Okay? Ayan. And then next is we have the config. Ayan. Ayan. So, dito natin tinitingnan yung mga sessions, hashing, and course policies, kung sino yung pwedeng allowed na maka-access sa backend mo. Okay, even the authentication, andyan din. Okay, ayan. So, andyan yung mga configs natin. Okay, or configuration file. And then, the rest, we have the database. Ayan. So, gagamitin din natin to, especially the migration part. Ayan. So, yan yung mga titingnan natin later on, including the mail server, configuration, encryption keys, and others. And then, ayan, nabanggit ko na nga yung database. Ayan. Okay. And then next is we have the language. Okay. Yung language, okay, seems like sa part na to wala na siya. Okay? Wala siya. Okay? But we can set that later on just in case. Okay? Kasi andito lang naman yan sa may part dito. But of course tinanggal na siya. Okay, tinanggal siya. Sa 9 meron pa pero dito tinanggal siya. Okay. Next is we have the public. Ayan. So ano meron kay public? So andito yung ating okay, contains the index.php, which is the entry point for all requests entering your applications. Okay? And also houses your assets such as images, JavaScript, and CSS. So, dito natin nilalagay yung mga assets natin sa public. Ayan ang laman ng ating index.php. Okay? So, kung titingnan niyo mukhang medyo mahirap basahin but once you dive into this, unti-unti din natin siya maintindihan. Okay? So, medyo malayo siya doon sa PHP, di ba? Parang medyo malayo. Ito, may advanced na siya. Kasi framework siya eh. Okay? Andiyan din yung htaccess natin. Okay? Ayan. And then next is we have the resources. Okay? Ayan. So ito, ang favorite na lalaroin natin dito is the views. Ayan. Kasi andito yung table kung saan inihahain yung laman ng ating application. Okay, so lahat ng pages natin, okay, para sa client, usually nandito siya sa views. Okay, so ano yun? So nabuo na natin, we have the model, view, and controller. Ayan. So, yan na yung MVC na tinatawag. Okay? And then, ano pa ba? Yung routes. Okay. So, ano meron sa routes? So, dito, kadalasan natin gagalawin dito is the web and API. Okay? Siyempre, pag API, ito yung yung ginagamit para sa, ito yung RESTful API natin. Okay? Ayan, no, nakikita nyo. Get user. Ayan. So, example na yan ng ating API routes. Okay? For the front end yung mga yan. And then, of course, pag dito naman sa mismong side na to, sa server na to, we have the web routes. Ayan. So, dito naman kinokontrol yung yung lalabas sa back-end mo na page. Ayan. Okay, so ito pang third party, ito yung mismong sa server ng back-end na kinukonsume natin. Okay? So, ayan. And then, ano pa ba? Storage. Ayan. Sa storage naman, okay, contains your logs compiled blade template. So, here we will use the blade template. file-based sessions, caches, and other files generated by the framework. So, dyan nyo siya hahanapin. Okay? Ayan. And then tests, okay, contains your automated tests. Example, PHP unit tests, and feature tests are provided out of the box. Okay, so dito natin siya makikita. Okay? Ayan, so may mga test case, ayan. So pwede mag-create dito ng mga tests. Okay? Ayan. And then vendor. So these are the composer dependencies naman. Ayan. Okay? Mga dependents. Okay? So, lahat ng gagamitin natin na nandun sa packages, dyan na nilalagay kay vendor. Kung meron tayong node server, dito naman, meron tayong vendor. Okay? Ay, node modules pala yan. Node modules, ito naman yung vendor. Okay? Ayun. So, I guess, nabanggit ko naman na. Okay? Ayan. So, almost lahat nabanggit na natin and andito pala yung composer JSON natin. So, dito natin makikita kung anong version yung gamit natin na Laravel. Ayan. So, andyan lahat. Okay? Ayun. Then next is what we have here, views. Ayan. So, punta tayo dun sa views. Okay, so medyo naka-collapse lahat ano. So, ayusin ko lang. Ayan. Storage. Tago muna natin yung mga hindi pa kailangan. Okay? Ayan. Para alam natin maghanap later on. Masasanay din kayo dyan. Up. Ayan. Okay. So, here sa resources under view, so we have the welcome blade. Ayan. Okay? So, views provide a convenient way to place all our HTML and separate files. Views separate your controller application logic from your presentation logic. Ayan. Okay? So as you can see here, meron tayong ano ko lang, i-maximize ko ng konti. Ayan. Then view word drop. Ayun, ang haba. Tailwind CSS. Ayan. So ang gamit dito kasi sa ating views, naka-default kay Blade is yung Tailwind. Okay? And as you can see here, this is our, what you call this one, yung parang, ano, kung doon sa JavaScript meron tayong yung script holder. Ang script holder natin dito para ma-echo natin yung mga variables, mga functions ay double curly braces. Okay? At sa loob natin ilalagay yung mga variables. Ayan. So, ganyan po dito sa ating what you call this one, sa blade. And also sa if and else, so ganito siya. If, ayan, at else. So wala na yung curly braces na usual. Okay? So, ulitin ko lang, pag tayo ay mag-output ng variable, it should be ganyan. Then you have the variable here. Ayan. And then for else if naman, okay, if else, okay, if else, and then for loop, mga ganon, okay, ayan, ayan, for loop, okay, okay. So, ang ginagamit naman natin dito guys is, for example, tapos, meron kang instead na ganito, if, ganon, then, else, ayan. So instead na ganyan yung gagawin natin, then you have the code here. Tapos code here. Ayan. mawawala na ito, itong curly braces. We don't need this. So, ganyan lang siya. Ah, sorry. So, ito, matatanggal na yan. Tanggal ito, tanggal ito, and then that, and then, ayun na. We have here the at, tapos, at, and then, at, and if. Ganun lang siya. Okay? Ayan. Ganyan ang ano, style ng ating coding sa Blade syntax. Okay? Or sa Blade. Ngayon, para hindi naman kayo ano, so paano, may documentation ba 'to? Yes, meron tayong documentation for Blade. So I like you to ano, what you call this one? Explore that. So here's the documentation natin, hanapin natin, Blade. Ayan, Blade templates, ayan. Ayan, so check nyo lang 'to. So for example, if statement, so ganito yung sample. Ayan, mga iset, andiyan lahat. Okay? And for loops naman, ganyan siya. For and for each and for each. So, lalagyan mo lang ng and yung ano, yung word. Okay? So, andito lahat yung mga kailangan natin, guys. So, you just search yung mga gagamitin ninyo. So, yan, may learning curve talaga dito sa Laravel, including the blade templates. Ayan. So, yun lang naman yung mga ano, magiging ano, mga challenges. And of course, aside from that, gaya ng sabi ko kanina, okay, it uses the tailwind. So, anong gagawin natin? Kasi may tailwind siya. So, as you can see here, SM Flex, Justify Center. So, kakaiba sa Bootstrap. Okay. Ang katapat nito kasi is Laravel/UI. So, pwede naman kayong mag-start gumawa ng application niyo using Bootstrap. So, papalitan niyo lang yung ano, yung may konti kayong gagawin doon sa bootstrapping ninyo. Ano bootstrapping doon sa pag-create ng project. Okay? Okay, so ang ano lang natin dito is since ang naka-default sa kanya kasi sa Blade is Tailwind. Okay, try niyo din si Tailwind. Okay? Yun lang naman yung ano masasuggest ko. But again, more on the back end or API naman yung gagawin niyo dito kay Laravel. But I suggest that you take a look at Tailwind. So, si Tailwind kasi, ito may mga samples na tayo kung paano gamitin. Naka-set up na rin yan. So, it's just ano, parang titignan mo lang yung mga syntax ni Tailwind. So for example, punta tayo dito, Tailwind. Okay. Tailwind CSS. Ayan. Ayan. Get started. And then, mas okay nga siya kasi sa colors, ang dami. Ang daming combinations. Okay? Ayan. Then, andyan din yung mga pang flex bases, direction. Ayan. So, it's like Bootstrap kaso may konting ano lang, pagkakaiba sa name na ginamit, justify items. Ayan, may mga samples naman. Okay? So, hanapin nyo lang. You don't have to memorize. Just find the tag for the functionality that you want to apply doon sa ating Blade templates or the Blade page. Ayan. So I guess we're good with the ano with the view ha. Ito na yung view natin. So na-discuss ko na rin dito. So alam niyo na kung saan niyo kukunin yung blade o kung paano gamitin si blade. So ito what you call this one? What you wait na. Okay. Ayan. So tuloy ko lang. Okay? Okay. So nawala yung ano, camera ko. Okay, wait lang. Nawawala si camera ko eh. Ayan, so going back, ayan. So medyo nagloko yung camera kanina. So dito tayo nag-end sa may part ng ito, yung sa views. Okay, so let's continue for the introduction of Laravel framework. And then of course, check natin yung PowerPoint. Ayan, so nabanggit ko na yung about the blade syntax, and the tailwind. Ayan. So I hope you can create your back-end pages later on using those things, okay? And so you have to read lang talaga yung mga documentation. Okay, next is we have ayan. So it says here that ayan, it can be returned using the global view helper like this. So it's parang route. Okay, so it says here that route, and this is the method na ina-access natin, which is get. Again, ito yung ating parang sinasabi na this is the URL route, and then ito yung i-return natin yung function na to. And yung view na to meaning greeting, okay? Ayan, so sa greeting na yan, and we are returning this pair of key value pair. Ayan. Next is we have the controllers. Ayan. So mamaya, i-demo ko kung paano gumawa ng controllers. Again, so controllers group related request handling logic into single class. For example, user controller class might handle all incoming requests related to users. Ayan. Showing, creating, updating, and deleting users. Ayan. So, makikita yan, gaya ng sabi ko kanina sa app, HTTP, controllers, and then there. Ayan. Okay? Ayan yan. So, dyan natin siya nilalagay. And then, here is an example of controller. Ayan. Okay? So, ito yung pangalan ng ating controller and extends the class na controller. Ayan. Okay? So, ito yung function, yung show kung ano man yung pass-in parameter, and it will return this page. Okay? Ayan. Next is we have, ayan, what you call this one? When an incoming request matches the specified URL or URI, ayan, the show method on the controller class will be invoked and the route parameters will be passed to the method. Ayan. Okay? So, ito yung hahanapin. So, meaning, ah, balikan natin yung ating page kanina. So, doon sa controller natin na user controller, meron tayong function na show. Ayan. So, pagdating dito, if we want to make use of that, then basically, we just write that user controller, and ito ang ibig sabihin nito, lahat ng classes ay accessible dito sa controller na to. At isa doon na pwede nating i-access ay yung show. So yun siya yung in-access natin diyan sa user controller. Ayan. Okay? And then next is we have the middlewares. Ayan. So, provide convenient mechanism for inspecting and filtering HTTP requests. Ayan. So, for example, Laravel includes middleware that verifies the user of your application. So, meaning, mayroong authentication. So, if authenticated, the middleware redirect the user to your application login screen. However, if the user is authenticated, the middleware will allow the request to proceed further into the application. So it's para siya sa mga login or rerouting kung sakaling na-meet yung condition. Okay? So ito yung ginagamit natin kung paano para maka-create ng middleware. Ayan. Yung kanina, pwede tayong mag-create ng controller by typing controller. So mamaya magdi-demo ako. Tapusin lang natin yung intro. And then here, this middleware will only allow access to the route if the supply token input matches a specified value. Otherwise, this will redirect the users back to the home URI. Ayan. Okay? So, ayan. So, meron ditong request. Okay? And then yung request, in-access natin yung method na input. And then ito yung pass-in natin na token. If that is not equal to the secret token, then we redirect to the home. Else, puproceed siya doon sa what you call this one? Doon sa route na naka-declare diyan, okey? So, for the meantime, yan yung introduction natin for the Laravel. So, on the next video, I will demo or I will demonstrate how how to get more doon sa ating Laravel framework. Okay? So, and that's all for this introduction muna. Okay?